Today on Drawbli.
We are looking at the art of Hua Lu.
Hey, I'm Ben.
And I'm Abby.
And we are self-taught artists documenting our journey of learning to draw, which is of course better with friends.
So click that subscribe button if you are new around here and share your artwork on Instagram with the hashtag Drawbli.
Here on what we call Artist Adventures, we're slowing things down from the mindless scrolling online to take a moment and appreciate some artwork. Then we're gonna find the juice, Abby.
The juice.
Tell me, do you know what the juice is?
This is the one thing that makes artists unique. Something they do incredibly well and something that we can maybe incorporate into our own artwork.
It's ephemeral.
Ephemeral, yes.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
It's magical.
It's all of those things and more.
All right, let's get in and find some juice from Hua Lu.
Okay, so what I was reading about Hua Lu's line here that we're going to be looking at is, if I have the gist right, because only a handful of the descriptions were translated, it's a series of characters that smelt down the remains of onis and remake them into their weapons and clothes, which is why a lot of this armor and weaponry seems to be very much inspired by like Oni lore
or demons
and
right.
design.
Very cool.
Yeah.
These look super cool. I am in love with all of these.
They're so creative. I feel like if I sat down to even start on one of these, first of all, my perspective would get super wonky really fast because of all the different things going in different directions and different like amorphous things.
Misproportion,
Yeah.
things that just don't work in perspective.
Yeah. So Hua Lu has a lot of really good indications that he's really good at perspective. He's got his perspective down.
He's got his fundamentals down.
Yes.
But he's also extremely good at, look at these and how he just takes this general concept and then varies it up slightly. Like the one on the far right, he's got two knights at his side, and the one in the middle has this big one.
I like the one in the middle, how it's coming out of him and it looks like an extension of him.
Yes, it feels very JoJo's, which I know you're not familiar with the later seasons of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, but it gave me that vibe, just a little.
I love that all artists, are, processing and pulling from other artists at all times. It's how we grow.
I pull pretty much everything I draw from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, as
really?
all artists should. I've seen this concept before, or this idea where there's these ghosts coming out of the arm. There's this really famous piece, and when I saw this guy's art recently, because I just discovered them recently, I thought maybe he did that piece, so I went to their account and I was looking for it. I couldn't find it, so somebody else did something similar, and somebody sculpted it. Oh, it looks so cool. If I can find it, I'll put it up on screen here.
I love the grainy noise texture he uses for his flat areas. It makes them feel a little bit more dimensional and adds this extra polished layer of finish.
Gotta get that noise on there. It makes it's too digital without the noise. And that's actually something I didn't add to my last portrait. I'm gonna have to go back in and add some noise to it.
I've never added noise to a portrait ever. I should. He had in his descriptions that I briefly glanced at that these whales are an origin god story. And
these are so cool.
Yeah, these are really, really cool.
I really like this one a lot. This is
Yeah.
probably my favorite piece so far.
Yeah, I wonder how much whale skeletal anatomy he had to study for that.
I don't know, probably a lot.
Very cool.
Everything is just so structurally sound.
Yeah.
Looking at the armor on the hand here, it's just so believable. Everything about it is so fun and
Oh, yeah.
so believable. He's also really good at just inking black and white, using solid black here for these shadowed areas, controlling your attention.
Yeah.
Something
the
that
control.
we could definitely use some more practice in.
We're absorbing this I like to think that we're absorbing a lot of this subconsciously from the artist adventures of oh yeah, I think I'm gonna put a big swatch of black here because I just feel like it's gonna look good.
Because Hua Lu would have put it there.
Exactly. Meanwhile, I've seen other artists do it a few times now, and it's working its way into my subconscious workflow and style.
It's all about lots of little things.
This horse is so cool. Look how solid and massive it looks. And the perspective,
The
perspective is so
We're
good.
blown away by basic concepts. Oh, he put color on this one, Abby.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Ooh, look at the fade of the background character into the floor.
Yeah, very cool.
I love that gradient. Ooh, look at his big old gun he has.
Look at that big old gun.
These are really cool.
Look at his big old gun.
I love how it's like a shield gun or something.
Yeah, it is. That's super cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, I wonder what their design process looks like for concepting.
Oh, wow.
these different
Ooh, he's
ideas.
like pulling the strings on this little like priest character. It makes it look like a puppet character.
I love the mask on the big guy up top.
Yeah, this is really cool.
Such cool shapes. And then the insect-like characters. These are so cool.
Definitely not the protagonist.
No, I really like. Well, I don't. Maybe.
I can think of no visualized story where that's the protagonist's look.
You don't know.
I don't know. Maybe we're
Maybe you
about to
just
see
don't
the
know
dawn
enough
of it.
stories about bugs.
That's true. I've seen A Bug's Life, but they definitely don't look like that.
But if they did,
But
A Bug's Life would have been freaking awesome.
See, that would have been a grasshopper though in The Bug's Life, and they were the bad guys.
So true. So
This
true.
is so cool. Like just the idea behind it. I wonder if it's based off of like some old folklore stories. Look at
Because
the
there's a lot of
mermaids.
there's a lot of elements at play here. All the skulls and the boats and up top, and then the mermaids coming out of the bead.
And in one of them, they have like an egg in its mouth where it's clearly growing another mermaid.
Oh,
Oh, we got more kind of bug feeling. Like the way this character is posed gives me a feeling of like a wasp.
it does. It does.
Where
Even
it
though
feels
it's
like a
got the wings there,
Yeah.
the feathered wings
Something about the pose like
with
that
the
relaxed.
dog behind him. Yes.
I love the candles.
I love the pattern on the clothing here.
Oh yeah, wow.
The way he's deformed that, I would have just kind of done that pretty sloppily.
I know. I'm looking at that like, oh, did he have to hand draw all of those?
No,
patterns?
he probably warped it.
Ah.
He's a work smarter, not harder kind of guy. I can tell.
Yeah, you're probably right. Wow, these must have taken forever. More puppetry.
Yes, it's you
Oh.
can definitely see some common themes. There's so much awesome stuff.
That looks like that Junkrat skin from Overwatch. Oh my gosh. Ooh, look at the tree character.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
my
look
favorite.
at this one that's split open and there's a little person inside.
Oh,
of
I did
him.
not notice that when I was looking at this
I
earlier.
love that. It gives me kind of an Avatar vibe of like, oh, that tree character is so
I
cool.
love that mask. I love all of this. I wanted to get a closer look at this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did not notice that. That's
Look
awesome.
at the floating hands above him. Also, like, he's just, putting out hands.
He's just putting
in
out hands.
Beautiful perspective and form. So jealous.
Abby, how do we get this good? What's it gonna take?
I don't even want to know.
Don't even want to know.
I don't want to know.
And if you don't want to know, click that like and subscribe button.
Share your work on Instagram with #Drawbli because drawing is better with friends.
And this is the part where we say
Goodbye.
Goomba. Hua Lu.
Lu. No, it's Hua Lu.
Hua Lu.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
No, you say Hua.
No, I would never
You
say
sound
that.
like such an American.
What?
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. You don't sound like you know how Hua Lu's pronounced. And we literally Googled this before we recorded.
No, we didn't. We just knew.
We did not just know.